Lucky for you guys, I haven't packed my computer up yet, so there will be one more video before at least 2 days of blank, because of course Friday it's going to be in a box, in a trailer, and, well, Saturday I doubt I'll get a chance. Sunday I might. If I do get a chance, I will. I might just before I go to bed or something. And Monday I should be back on the ball. Hopefully that's if everything comes out nicely. But who's to know, there might be something going on. So that's pretty much where I stand at the moment. Gonna put out as many videos as I can. Basically that's what that meant. Just expect like 2 dark days, maybe 1, depending what I do Saturday. And what else I decide to do on that day of choice. Probably, yeah, I don't think I'll get time, but anyway, we'll see when it comes around. I don't think there's any more news, except, oh, while I was packing, I actually found Age of Mythology. I reckon I'll live stream that, just because I've been wanting to play it for ages, and if I'm gonna have it while I have good internet, I may as well live stream it so everyone can watch as well, because that campaign is pretty kick-ass. I also found Impossible Creatures, so I'm gonna definitely run that afterwards. And whether or not I decide to live stream them is really gonna be the interesting bit. I'll make a decision later, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's have a look at the game we are watching. In the green, we have RVK St4rk playing as the Mines again, and his opponent going to be Maximus playing in the orange as the Celts. So, kind of an interesting matchup. Celts definitely having the power to be able to match Mines, but early game it's going to be a little bit harder because, of course, kind of infantry civilization against an archer civilization. We know how that goes. Saying that, it's really loud. I've just turned it down. So I think we should be good now. Maybe a little bit less. Alright. I think we're good. Up a little bit. Yeah, that's nice. Anyway, hopefully you could hear me the first bit of that. But, let's get back to it. Alright, so Maximus playing as the Celts. Infantry Civ versus Archer Civ matchup. Saying that the Celts do have really good siege. So they're an Infantry Siege Civ, I believe. Or they're probably a Siege Civ. But a lot of their bonuses are towards infantry. And they do have extremely good infantry. Can't remember what it says actually. And I just heard a villager die. I am very confident I did. I'm extremely confident I just heard a villager die. And there's no dead villager. Oh, there we go. There it is. I got it. Can't believe I heard that. Anyway, so the matchup we're talking about, but once Celts get into the castle age, they will be able to start going for that siege. Mangonels, of course, versus archers. We know how that ends. If there's good micro involved, of course, depending on either side, how they decide to micro. Anyway, it looks like we're going to see a drush from Maximus, pretty much to be expected when he's in this kind of a situation. Really has to do something here to delay his opponent, saying that the drush will be coming in at probably about 9:30, which is, I wouldn't say that's late, I would say it's a little bit below, above average, but it's still going to do what it intends, and that is to stop the mine player having a brilliant economy, so he's not going to just get outdone straight away in the feudal age. Saying that, attacking that house there. Quick wall off actually coming up by St4rk right now. Really well done by him. Gonna be interesting to see how this one goes, because I don't think Maximus can do anything here at all. Really interesting to see if he can make anything of this, because, well, everything's so well defended. Could potentially bring some militia in around here, try and get into the lumber in the back. Of course, the lumber has been split. And it looks like that one militia there did manage to get in, and I have no idea what on earth he's doing with it. It just died. I think St4rk's going to take this one right now. I think he will win it easily. Easily now. Just seeing that, it didn't go well at all for Maximus. Didn't play smart at all. Lost one of his militia around here. Hasn't done any damage yet. And it's going to delay his feudal age time, which means he's not going to even be able to have skirmishes out to try and deal with this. Or anything, really. Unless he wants to build militia, in which case he's in a lot of trouble. Wall off is up, but I don't think it's going to be enough right now. I think we're just going to see St4rk just power straight through him. Militia over here still killing off units. Well, at least trying to kill off buildings at any rate. Nothing really happening. Double archery is already up. Maximus only just clicking up to the feudal age now. So there's going to be archers at his base before he can even defend from it. St4rk, ooh, already getting the smith up as well. St4rk is in a good position here. He's defended against the drush extremely well. Didn't lose anything at all to it while killing off his opponent's militia right now. And it looks like this is going to be it. I think, yeah, Maximus, I think, screwed this game from the start. And I know this is really harsh. It could just be the fact that I'm so frustrated and tired of packing, but I don't know. I just think this went really badly from the start. Looks like he is going to bring the scout and hopefully be able to do some damage here. I don't think he's going to be able to do enough though. We'll be able to try and defend here, but archers against militia, we know how this goes. Saying that though, militia Celts are able to catch up with archers. They are not completely out micro because of course they do get that extra speed, but now they're just outmassed so badly. I think that's going to be pretty easy for Stark to deal with. It looks like there's going to be a tower coming up on the wood as well. Going to force Maximus back into here, which could be a bit of an issue. It's not the nicest in the world, and it's pretty far away from the town center, so later in the game, that early harass is going to be great on there. And going to be able to push through here quite easily by the looks of it. Militia, of course, just going to get killed off. Looks like that eagle in there has been boxed in, which is kind of a smart move by Maximus, but I don't want to call anything he's done so far in this game smart, particularly. Just not in a good mood by the sound of it, just picking on everyone as much as I can. Has forced the tower to come up from Maximus, which is kind of good right now. Quite a few villagers over here. Hasn't taken stone yet, so not going to be going for that castle. Is walling off this side as well, so he might be in for a wall fest here. Saying that though, Stark has a massive lead right now, and I think he's going to be able to end the game quite quickly. Saying that the tower's pretty close to coming up, and I think it might be finished off depending on if this tower actually gets ungarrisoned or not. Yes, and they're going to go back for it, fair enough. And re-garrisoning the tower. Has he got the +1 yet? He doesn't even have the +1 range yet. So those skirmishes are still going to be extremely ineffective versus these archers. Has he gone for a second range yet? He hasn't even got a second range up yet, so he's going to be in a bit of trouble. Did force another lumber camp up over here. Stark actually playing a brilliant game here. I'm actually thoroughly impressed with the way he's done this so far. Those skirmishes really not going to be able to do too much at this stage. Only just got their +1 on them, which means they're going to be able to equal in on range. Villagers are busting through this palisade though, so it's going to be really hard for Maximus actually to defend this one right now. Stark up by 700 points, and we're only at the 18-minute mark. I think you can see just from that how far this game's actually spiraled out of control for Maximus right now. Really interesting play so far. And of course, keeping these frontline villagers busy. It looks like he did lose one. Ooh, Maximus hitting the castle age now. Gonna hopefully be able to do some damage here. Probably going to go for Elite Skirmisher. Saying that Siege Workshop is up, so we'll be able to get that Mangonel out. This is actually what I was talking about earlier in the game. Being able to get that Mangonel out to defend against archers is going to be so helpful. Saying that they're still about 500 points behind. And it's kind of interesting. Was Stark going up? I can't remember. 38 population for Maximus. Stark on 55. Not going up yet. But it's looking like he's in a really good spot. He's fully walling himself in right now, so there's not going to be any harass on his economy. He has started taking stone, so he's going to be able to dump a forward castle as soon as he feels like it. More towers are coming up on defense, so he will be able to bust through this palisade really quickly. And it's just looking really, really good for Stark right now. Unless this Mangonel gets a good hit. That's where the difference will be. Did he just bust through there or not? Looks like he will hang back until he manages to take out the Mangonel, and I think he's going to be able to range that villager. Or not. Actually garrisoning that with archers there, definitely a smart move from him. So many archers out in the field right now, and if Stark does decide to push in against this, he can probably win. These skirmishes here aren't exactly in a good position right now. And yep, there we go. Ooh, someone just rang the town bell. And that's probably because someone's getting resources to do something. Anyway, another tower coming up here, defensive, well, offensively, I guess, offensive and defensive. Stark sitting on this hill here is just making any push from Maximus here really, really hard to do. And, of course, stopping this wall coming up. Really important thing to do, actually, when you're going in against this in Feudal Age. If you're going up against someone mass palisading, you really do need to get some kind of tower or archer unit up to stop any kind of extra walling going on. Very common kind of thing you will see in pretty much every game. Second town center going up for Maximus. Stark's still like 700 points in front and going to be able to go castle soon too. Those Mangonels are going to be pretty much what stops Stark from dying, what stops Maximus from dying, or Stark from just completely rolling over Maximus at this stage. So, going to be interesting either way. Looks like this house will be taken up. Might force another house out of Maximus if he's lucky. It won't, there's too many houses already. Bugger. But still, don't think there's anything else too insane going on. Stark naturally is going to click up. If he hasn't already, yes he has. He's clicked up and is still 400, 500 points ahead right now. This is... it's looking really bad for Maximus right now. I actually can't see him coming back right now. Unless he gets some... If these Mangonels manage to take out all these archers, he could come back, but... Still going to be quite hard even saying that. Ooh, Mangonel's moving forward. and going to get out of there. That extra line of sight from these watchtowers is going to be absolutely crucial in defending these archers. Like we can see here, look at this line of sight he has. As soon as those mangonels move forward, he's going to be able to move back out of there. And what are we going to see from Stark when he hits castle? Is he going to go for a castle drop by the looks of it? And I think in this kind of a situation, if a castle is dropped, it's not going to be going well at all, especially depending on where it is dropped. If it's dropped over here, going to be really bad for Maximus. Extremely bad. Another town center coming up for Maximus. Looks like he's going for a massive boom here. Saying that though, Stark's still 600 points ahead, is going to be able to drop a castle if he wants to. Saying that he's got villagers on the front already. Probably has enough stone left over. Yes, has more than enough stone and wood actually if he wants to boom as well off the back of this. So, looking pretty damn good. And there's that castle we were talking about, going to come up right on the frontier. And I think Maximus is going to notice it. And I think Maximus is GG. Honestly, unless he can just boom completely off this. Saying that though, that castle going to be outranging those mangonels and be able to do so much damage. These towers as well, crossbow has been done. Tower's going to be able to take out these mangonels pretty damn quickly. They do have 6 pierce armor on, but we've got to remember, these towers are so strong. I think some of these archers are going to die from splash. Yep. Going to lose one there. Castle, of course, going to be stalled here. And mangonel slowly getting taken down. Really needs to aim for that villager there. Out of stones. Start grabbing some more really quickly. One mangonel left. Ooh, and bad repair here from Maximus. Ooh, what's really going to cost him? Ooh, Eagle Warrior going in. Interesting play. Going to go for the villagers with the Eagle Warrior. Taking out another mangonel there. I think this is it for Maximus. I don't think he's going to be able to stop this right now. Especially when it seems his castle is about to come up. Stark, how are you going like this? He's got his 3 town centers up. 4 town centers. He's matched his opponent already. And currently 1,000 points ahead. Bloody hell, Stark has played an amazing game. The way he stopped that Drush doing anything was great. And it looks like that Eagle is going to be able to just go to town here. And Maximus actually resigning out at the 30-minute mark. I don't think he was able to come back at all from here. He had no military. I wish I could check his resources real quick. There's a castle coming up on the front. He's got a ton of archers around the back here, managing to kill off a lot of villagers. This mangonel over here as well, managing to get a few crossbows, but not enough to make this kind of thing over here worth it. His opponent went up to 4 town centers, even though he himself had been on 4 trying to boom, so he wasn't even going to be able to get ahead by booming at this stage. So just amazingly well played by Stark. I'm thoroughly impressed by that. Definitely well played. Anyway, there will be a little bit of dark time from me. We'll see how it goes. I'll put it up as soon as I can. I'll probably tweet some stuff or something. You know, get some votes going for what to play or whatnot on stream or something. Because I'll need something to do, I'm sure. Anyway, I'm going to bed. Night, everyone.